Hi folks, and welcome to Bathurst in the IR04, and it has the jump, and it is mandatory to do that on the very last lap. Oh, well, finish the race first and then come around and do the jump. But anyway, let's get on with the fast lap. Right, fast lap done and dusted. Let me show you the info. So let's go to laps first. I'm not going to show my fastest lap because I couldn't set it again. I couldn't get into the 106 no matter what I, sorry, 206 no matter what I did. So I'm actually showing you lap 15, which is a 2:07.165. Did a few sevens there, as mentioned. It's one of these tracks that, you know, it's risk to reward ratio. You can risk a lot and push and push and push, but if you clip one of the walls coming up the mountain and down the mountain, it's game over, really. It generally, if you have a crash, it's towed back to the pits, race is over annoyingly. So it depends how much you want to push. It's going to be a game of survival around here, as always with Bathurst, but normally it's quite good for safety rating, weirdly. Anyway, info tab. Track usage 44% is what I always use, and the identical iRacing Bathurst setup, and track temp is 74 Fahrenheit. Otherwise, above my head should be my Discord, where the OLAP, BLAP telemetry and replay file will all be hidden, and my set times are just there for you. You can see my optimal as well is down into the 106s. 106.7 technically is my optimal, and my fast is 106.9, but I can't show you that because I didn't set it. Otherwise, I think that's enough of me waffling. Let's crack on with the breakdown. Right then, Bathurst, you have to be careful around here. It will bite you, and we're coming up to one of three, what I think, three are overtaking zones, and this is one of them. So you want to get this right and get a good exit because it's on leading onto a massive straight. So just before the 50 board, maybe 2 car lengths before, brake nice and heavy turning. You can give that curb here, cheeky little tickle on the way through, but be careful of this one on exit. You can bottom out the car, so try and run it with a tyre, no more than that, and you will bottom out the car. Now we sit and relax and wait. This is second longest straight on the circuit, I think, judging by the back straight on the track map up there in top left. So yeah, have a cup of tea. Don't change into sixth until you go over this little crest. I found the car was dying a little bit, but we are trying to hunt for our braking marker, and it is this 50 board right here. So just as we pass it, brake nice and heavy again, all the way down into fourth gear. Try and get into the camber of this corner and try and get on throttle as soon as you can. Be careful with this. It's very easy to run wide and hit that pedigree sign over there on the left hand side, so be cautious. Coming up the hill now, bring it over to the right hand side, and what we're doing, looking for this corrugated bit of barrier, start turning in, and as soon as you see that tree straight ahead of you, start braking in a straight line to the outside of the curb, and be careful with the rear end coming to overtake you as it does there. Nice and easy around here, feed in the power, and you see I have another massive snap of oversteer here, just to be careful of that wall. It does appear quite quickly, and now it's all about keeping the throttle absolutely pinned. Got to be nice and smooth through here. absolutely crystal. Avoid the curbs, they are actually quite high, and try and be as little steering input as best you can. You can see I go really close to that Fuji sign, just be cautious of that. Bring it over to the right hand side, and then this one is lovely downhill, so turn in a little bit before, but we kind of want to make sure we want to get on this one as sweet as we can. So again, avoid the curb, you can see how high it is going into there, but absolutely keep that throttle pinned through here, all the way up into 5th gear. Use all of the track as best you can before the crest, start turning in, and you can change into 6th when you go over it. Avoid this curb here, it can unsettle the car and then push you wide, because this curb on the exit is absolute death. Do not hit that in any way, shape or form. Braking zone, really important. This, we are using the bridge, which is kind of blocked by Halo annoyingly. We brake, we go down a gear and we turn in. We brake and we go down a gear and we go around another corner. Keep it nice and casual through here. Brake, down in gear again, we're into 3rd. Stay nice and close to the right hand side and then turn early. It will understeer as you go over dip. Really practice that corner. If you go into a test session, make sure damage is off. It's really important to get that right, because we are full throttle now onto the, well, probably the most important corner on the track and the most awkward one as well. Lift off around here, and just as the blue sign starts on the right hand side, want to brake ever so gently. Very easy to lock a front tire here and go straight on. Turn in nice and early and be careful of that wall. You just see it there, jots out on the apex there, so you don't want to get too close to the apex because it will rip a tire off. And this is the second overtaking opportunity. You can overtake on the mountain, but you're a braver man than me. So this will be the second one. Slipstream will definitely be a thing, particularly up this hill. It wasn't too powerful after we went over the hill, but if you're right up there, you should get him before the hill. So take it nice and easy through here. This kink down here is absolutely flat out, so don't worry about it. I tend to use a bit of this off bit there just to minimize the angle of the corner, and we're looking for the 100-meter board just there. Brake in a nice heavy straight line. It's quite a fast corner this, but make sure you slow down enough. It really invites you in, but then you see as you come over the crest, the curb appears right here, so you can get on the curb quite nicely. 4th gear, full throttle as soon as you can. But be careful cutting that corner, you will get a slowdown, it will ruin the lap completely. Another overtaking opportunity down into the last corner now, and we're kind of braking sort of at the 50 board, sort of at that lamppost thing. Brake nice and heavy, avoid this apex curb. It is huge, it is like Mount Everest. Get on full throttle as easy as you can. Be careful of the rear tyres, they will be screaming at this point, and that is us across the line. A line comes up very, very quick, so don't worry about if someone's up your rear end. Just make sure you get that corner absolutely right. People may dive bomb into that last corner on the last lap, so be cautious of that, but that is us in a 2:07.165. I can go a little bit faster, but again, it's a whole risk to reward thing. If you want to risk it, you can go faster, but make sure you see that checkered flag. Going to be very, very important around here. Otherwise, like and subscribe and do that lovely YouTube stuff if this video will help you out. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.